Hello. In this session, we will discuss ratio and proportion. What is a ratio? A ratio is a comparison of two numbers. We generally separate the two numbers in the ratio with a column. Suppose we want to write the ratio of 8 and 12. We write it like 8 to 12. Well, as a fraction 8 by 12. And we see the ratio is 8 to 12. So that is what a ratio is. Proportion is also maybe used synonymously, proportion and ratio. However, technically when we look at a proportion is an equation with a ratio on its side. It is a statement that two ratios are equal. 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 8. That is a proportion. So whenever we deal with a ratio, proportion is mostly involved. Basically, they'll be the same. There is not much difference. What we have to do here is that we are going to do some exercises with a few examples, and we will find out how to find a ratio. So the first problem is this. A and B together have rupees 1,210. If 4 by 15 of A's amount is equal to 2 by 5 of B's amount, how much amount does B have? So it's like 4 by 15 of A's amount and 2 by 5th of B's amount. But we do not know exactly what is A's amount and what is B's amount. But we know the total of A and B's amount. How do we handle this problem? So in these types of examples, we can do like this, that 4 by 15, that is a fraction of A, is equal to 2 by 5, that is a fraction of B, because that is given from the problem. It's clearly given from the problem. Because 4 by 15 of A is equal to 2 by 15 of B. That is what is given here. Now, from this, we can find out A. What we do? A is equal to take 4 by 15 to the right side. So when 4 by 15 goes to the right side, the position reverses. It becomes 15 by 4. Then you multiply and divide. We will be getting the answer. What we do is that you take B from the right side to A. So when B goes from the right side to the left side, that becomes A by B. Then you get 3 by 2 on the right side, because 2 by 5 times 15 by 4. We can see that 3 by 2. So what does it mean? This A to B ratio. A divided by B is 3 by 2. So A is to B, or A to B is equal to 3 to 2. So this is the ratio. So, but the question, we haven't completed the answer. The question is, how much amount does B have? So how do we do that? B's share, we know that is out of 5, because 3 is to 2, the total is 5. B's ratio is 2. So 2 out of 5 is B's ratio in this case. Total is 1,210. So B's share will be out of 1,210. B will have 2 by 5. Where do we get 5? We are getting 5. When we look at the ratio, that is A to B is 3 to 2. That means 3 plus 2 is the total. And B's portion is 2. A's portion is 3. So if you are asking A's share, that will become 3 by 5. If you are asking B's share, that will become 2 by 5. 5 is the total. 3 is A's portion and 2 is B's portion. So B's share will be getting B's share by multiplying the total amount by B's portion. B's portion is 2 by 5, and that will be 484. And this is how we solve the problem. So read the question clearly, understand and use the proper equation, and we will be getting the ratio, and based on the ratio we can calculate or we can solve the problem. Now when we look at the second problem. Two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than a third number. The ratio of the two numbers is. So what is given here? We have two numbers which is not given actually, which are the numbers. But they are saying this one number is 20% and the other number is 50% more than the third number. So in this case what we had to do is we may have assumed what the number is. That is how we start with. So let the third number be x. Third number we do not know, so we put it as an x. And we are saying then the first number will be 20% more than x, second number will be 50% more than x. So whenever we say it's 20% more than x, we always do 120% of x. That is how we get it. 20% more of x means 120% of x. So 120% of x is what? 120 multiplied by x divided by 100. That is what is shown. 120 by 100 multiplied by x. It's the same thing. Because it is percentage of x. 120 of x divided by 100. So we will be getting 6 by x. So that is the first number. Now similarly we can find out what the second number is. That will be 50% more than the third number. So that will be 150% of x. Second number is 150% of x. That means 150 of x. 150 multiplied by x divided by 100. That will be 3 by 2x. Then we will see the ratio, because the question is the ratio of these two numbers. So the first number is 6 by 5x to 3 by 2x. That is a ratio. So when we do the calculation, what we do, we can see even if you can take 2 towards x, that will be 12, and 5 to 3, that will be 15. This is the way that we do the ratios. So 6x by 5 to 3 by 2x means we can take whatever is shown on the right hand side, the bottom, the denominator on the right hand side goes to the numerator of the left hand side. The numerator of the left hand side is 6. The numerator of the right side is 2. So 2 will go and we multiply by numerator of the left, that is 6. So 6 times 2 is 12. Similarly, the denominator of the right side will go to the numerator of the denominator of the left side will go to the numerator of the right side. Denominator on the left side is 5. Numerator on the right side is 3. So 5 goes to 3. So 5 times 3, 15. So 12x times, 12 times 12x to 15x is the ratio. Now as a proportion, what we can do is that we can shorten this. Instead of 12, if you divide 12 by 3, that will be 4, and we divide the 15 by the same number. You divide both by 3, we get 4 is to 5. 4, it should be 4 is to 5, not 3. Because we are divided by 3, it should be 4 is to 5. So that is a question. A sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C, D in the proportion of 5 is to 2 is to 4 is to 3. If C gets rupees 1,000 more than D, what is B's share? Again, we have a few clues here. Proportion of A, B, C, D. A has 5, B has 2, C has 4, and D has 3. And C gets rupees 1,000 more than D. So how do we do this? We have to, let us say that the share, we'll assume that the shares of A, B, C and D be rupees 5x, 2x, 4x and 3x respectively. So we know that 4x is C and 3x is D. And in the question it is shown that the difference between 4x and 3x is 1,000. We cannot just take 4 and 3 because it is the proportion of a total amount. the sum of money can be assumed as X. If you are assuming the sum of money as X, then the proportion of these A, B and C and D will be like 5:2:4:3. So what will happen? 5x, 2x, 4x and 3x. That is the way it's going to be. So that is why when we assume that A's portion is 5x, B is 2x, and C is 4x and D is 3x, and the question gives that the difference between C and D will be 4x and 3x is 1000. So we have a formula here. We had always set an equation or formula from which we can find x. So x is 4x minus 3x is 1x. That is x is 1000. And now what is B's share? B's share is 2x. So we have x here. So B is 2x. That will be 2 times, that is 2000. Seats for mathematics, physics and biology in a school are in a ratio of 5:7:8. There is a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50% and 75% respectively. What is the ratio of increased seats? So we have the seats in this ratio and we are increasing mathematics seats by 40, physics seats by 50 and biology seats by 75. So what we do, we can say the total number of seats can, if it is x, since there is a proportion, we can say 5x, 7x and 5x, 7x and 8x. So let the number of seats of mathematics, physics and biology be 5x, 7x and 8x. Why x? Because x is the total number. Whenever there is a ratio given like this, 5:7:8, that means this is the ratio or this is the proportion of the total. So total is assumed as x. Then we can say mathematics will be 5x will be the proportion of the total. 7x, that is the proportion of the total for physics. 8x will be the proportion of the total for biology. That is the thing that we have to understand to start with. So now what is the increase seats? We are increasing by 40%. As we saw in the previous example, whenever we increase by 20%, it becomes 120%. Why 120% is more? So we cannot just put 20% of 5x, that will be only 20%. But in addition, whenever we are saying it is more than something else, then we always put 120. Or in this case, it is 40% more, so we put 140% of 5x. Similarly, 150% of 7x and 175% of 8x. So what would be that? We can say 140 of 5x divided by 100, 150 of 7x divided by 100, 175 of 8x divided by 100. So here, why is 100 divided by 100? Because it is percentage. Whenever we say the percentage of something, we divide that by 100. Like 40% of 5 means 40 times 5 divided by 100. Similarly, 140% of 5x means 140 times 5x divided by 100. So that, what will be that? That will be 7x. When you do this, 140 by 100 times 5x will be 140 times 5 will be 700. So 700x divided by 100 will be 7x. 150 by 100 and 7x is 21 by 2x. So 175 by times 8x will be 1400 divided by 100, that will be 14x. So record ratio, take x out, we can say 14, or we can say since 21 by 2, we multiply all by 2, then we get 14, 21 and 14 and 28x. So that will be, what is the proportion? Is 2:3:4. Because we divide everything, all these numbers by 7, we get 2:3:4. Suppose the answers are like 2:3:4 and it is not 14:21:28, then you have to look for what could be the simplest form of that, whether you can simplify this further. So in this case, like 14, 21, 28 is simplified by dividing all of them by the same number. That's important, we have to divide by the same number. So here, what is same means it should be common to all. So here, 7 is common. So we divide all of them by 7 and you get this simplest proportion. Look at one more. This is already done. We have one more here. In a mixture of 60 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 2:1. If this ratio is to be 1:2, then the quantity of water to be further added is, how much amount of water is to be added? Look at the question again. In a mixture of 60 liters, so the total amount of the substance is 60. So in that, the ratio of milk and water is 2:1. That means out of 60, 2 parts will be milk and 1 part will be water. So that means if it is a 2:1, we can say 2/3. The total portion will be 3. Because 2:1, we add 2 and 1, that will be a total. So 2 out of 3 will be milk and 1 out of 3 will be water. So now, if this ratio is to be 1:2, then the quantity of water to be further added. So we want to change this ratio to 1:2. What can be done? How much amount of water to be added? Let us see this. So as I said, quantity of milk will be 60 times 2/3. That will be the portion of milk in the total. That will be 40 liters. So out of 60 liters, 40 liters will be milk. So we know that 20 liters, the rest 20 liters will be water. Quantity of water. Because out of 60, 40 is taken by milk, 20 is by water. Now the new ratio that we need is 1:2. So with the quantity of water to be added, further be x liters, we need to add x more liters. So what will be that? We can see then milk is to water ratio will be 40 divided by 20 plus x. How do you get it? Milk is to water ratio, because right now we have seen, see the first line, quantity of milk is 40 liters in that. So milk is to water. So right now milk is 40, water is 20, but how much to be added? That is a new ratio. X is to be added. So 40 is to 20 plus x. That is what we have to make. So 40 divided by 20 plus x, we can say what will be that? 1/2. 1/2. We can say that is equal to 1/2, because that is the ratio. 40 divided by 20 by x. Again I am repeating, 40 is the milk that is contained in that substance total. Now we need a milk to water ratio, like the water will be, right now it's 20. We have to add x more to make 1:2 ratio. So 40 divided by 20 by x. That should be the ratio. But this new ratio will be 1/2. That is what we are planning to make. So 1:2. 1/2. So we do like 40 by 20 plus x. We can see the numerator from the left side, that is 20 plus x, will go to the, denominator on the left side, that is 20 plus x, will go and will be multiplied by the numerator on the right side, that is 1. That goes to the top on the right side. Now denominator on the right side, that is 2, will go to the numerator on the left side, that is 40. So 40 times 2. So on the left side that becomes 80, on the right side it becomes 20 plus x. So 20 plus x is equal to 80, therefore x is equal to 60. And what is x? X is the amount to be added. And what is the question? The quantity of water to be further added. So the answer is 60. So these are some of the examples. I strongly encourage you to get involved, get these kind of problems and use these techniques to solve the problems. Good luck. This ends our session. Thanks for watching.